Welcome to yet another weekly Python programming video from your GK Buddy. In this video, we shall see how to write a Python program to find the outcome of a number of coin tosses. This video provides a solution to the Computer Science Class 11 Unit 3 Chapter 3 Lab Exercises question number 10 of Central Board of Secondary Education. Let's begin. This question states, using random module, simulate tossing a coin n times. Hint, you can use 0 for head and 1 for tail. As we know, when we toss a coin, the result is random. It could be a head or a tail, and it's unpredictable. And there are only two outcomes, either a head or a tail. So, as expected in this question, we are supposed to imagine a coin tossing situation. The number of times a coin needs to be tossed, that is n, should be obtained from the user. And for every toss, the outcome, if it is head, we shall say 0. And if it's tail, we shall say 1. At the end of the tossing, after n times, we shall be counting all the heads and tails and display the result. So let's have a look at the Python code to find an answer to this question. In this Python code, the first thing that we have to do is import rand_in function from random library in Python. The built-in library in Python doesn't have the rand_in function. The rand_in function is called random integer function. It picks up an integer at random from a range of integers given. So, in order to simulate the coin tossing, we need the rand_in function to be imported from the random library. So, the code for that is from random is the library, import rand_int. Rand_int is the function, random integer. The next step is to obtain the number of coin tosses from the user. So we have to store it in a variable n. Input, please enter the number of coin tosses, displays this message on the screen, gets the input from the user. The input is converted into an integer and stored in n. Now we have to initialize two variables, heads and tails. And as we have to perform calculations, we need to initialize them as 0. Now we are creating a for loop to execute the number of coin tosses one by one till we reach the value of n mentioned by the user. So I is similar to the count. Every time you execute one coin toss, I goes up. So for I in range n is the input given by the user. Till such time as I reaches n, we have to do this. That is, j is equal to rand_int 0, 1, which means that Python will execute the rand_int function. It will choose one of the integers, either 0 or 1, every time and store it in j. So every time when this loop is executed, Python will choose either a 0 or 1 randomly and store it in the variable j. If j is equal to 0, this is a comparison operator. So if the value inside j compares with 0, then we add 1 to heads. So this is same as heads is equal to heads plus 1. So whatever is the value inside the heads will be increased by 1. If the value is not 0, the other option is only 1. So else tails will be increased by 1. Once the number of loops executed reaches n, once I is equal to n, the Python program comes out of this loop and prints this. So we are saying number of tosses is equal to n, which is given by the user. Heads is equal to whatever is stored in the heads, that is the heads here. And tails is equal to whatever is stored in the tails variable. Now let's see how this program works. So let's click on run module. So it says enter the number of coin tosses. Let's say 550 and press enter. So we are saying number of tosses is 550, heads is 261, tails is 289. Let's run it once again and see. For another number of tosses, run module and let me say 1111. So number of tosses is 1111, heads is 571 and tails is 540. Hope you found this video useful. Thank you very much and see you again next week with another Python programming video. Have a great weekend.